So how do we bring about real change in our world, affect real change, whether they're little changes, big changes? How do we actually bring it about? Obviously, it starts with you. It starts with me. I got to change myself. That was yesterday's video. You can go watch it. But here's two thoughts on how we bring change to our world. First, start with your circle of influence. All right, sometimes we get so overwhelmed, think, I don't know how to change my whole neighborhood, my whole school, my whole workplace, our whole country. Start with your circle of influence. By the way, you're in luck because each individual circle of influence is larger than it's ever been in history, thanks to the internet. That's what all the studies prove. So start with your own circle of influence. Start with the early adopters, the people you know that are on board, will join you, will get behind you. Ignore the doubters for now because they'll always be there, so it's not worth your time yet. Just really start with the early adopters. Great book, Tipping Point, Malcolm Gladwell, check it out. He says you really only have to get 17% of people on board with you, and that's enough to affect change. 17% of your neighborhood, company, school, even our country can affect change. Second thought is this: leaders go first. You don't need to have all the leadership skills, be an extrovert and a high D type A. Just go first with your words, with your actions. Go first. With words, we lead with the compelling why. People need to know why to change, why to do things new or differently. And second, lead with our actions, because talk's cheap. Getting angry isn't enough. We got to do it with our actions. And we got to be patient with other people on their journeys. Best example I know of all this, by the way, is Jesus. He had a compelling vision to change life, to change the world. He had a lot of doubters. He was patient with people on their journeys, and he lived it out through words and actions. God invites you to join that too. Lots of people are asking God, why don't you do something to change this? And I wonder if he says, I was going to ask you the same thing.